It's an interesting question from Aisha here. And I'm going to answer this because it's something I experienced myself. So, any advice for wanting to grow a personal brand, but your employer wanting you to only slash mainly post company related content? And I think it's a difficult one. And I'm only going to speak on my experiences. Firstly, I think it's important to try and have a conversation with your employer about where the value lies in personal branding. I don't know exactly what industry you're in, Aisha, but I think, for example, for the marketing industry, if there was a marketing agency that perhaps didn't want their employees to post for their personal brand, it seems a bit counterproductive, if that makes sense. So potentially kind of raising a value proposition of personal branding, because as I'm sure that a lot of you recognize here in this webinar today, personal branding is remaining ever so prevalent and important as more companies become digital. So firstly, make a bit of a value proposition. I think if obviously that isn't successful and you're kind of stuck to posting limited content, I think there's still definitely ways to showcase your personality through limited content. So say, for example, you were doing a post about a company's webinar that was upcoming, and that's what you've been asked to post. You can talk about the webinar, but you could also put your personality in the text. You know, you can, if you want to utilize emojis because that's what you like using, use them. If there's certain kind of language discrepancies that you use them. It's still a way for people to understand who you are as an individual, despite being limited on the types of content. So yeah, I hope that was helpful.